saying something about looking, they think you for me.
Yeah.
When I get beside you, Bim, I can see one hell of a difference between you and me, I'll tell you that.
I get angry when they say,
When I look at them,
she's 14 years older than me. It can't look 75.
when I look at them pictures on the television, when I
There we
hear
go, away from that light behind her.
Look at the light on.
quite a big difference.
Say
Eyes
hello.
are
It's only right that it should be a difference.
That makes 14 years.
Yeah,
a difference.
there you go.
There, Oz.
Get the whole family in there.
Say hi, David.
Our family in black and white.
Say hi to David and Casey.
Say hi, Casey.
David and Casey. Hi, Casey.
Say hi, David.
Oh, boy.
Oh, look at Betty's got an Easter basket.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
The bread basket's here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. No way.
What did Kathy say, John? She kept us a secret.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't come. Yeah. Didn't work.
This is some kind of a dip and
Like
what'd you do with your little plate?
It's really tough dating that way.
Well, you know what?
That commute is a bitch.
She dates John. No wonder they threw her out.
No love lost here.
Still crazy.
How was your reunion, George?
I can tell Kathy knows.
Really enjoyed
See a
it.
lot of old
Great
Did you have a good time?
Yeah, had a great time. I'm really glad I came.
Oh,
It was a lot of fun.
How was that?
Didn't get to see everybody.
It's a win, huh?
Yes.
Sheila, would you like a glass of wine?
You want the money?
Yeah. Give me the money instead.
Ivy. Come on, what do you say? Kiss, kiss, kissy.
Yeah.
One little kissy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Say, let me warm up. There you go.
Come on, what do you say?
Want a cheese doodle?
Turn that fan on.
Want a cheese doodle? Doodle doodle?
That's the first time I've seen her, Kathy. How long have you had her?
We've had her since she was 3 months. She's 22 months, so it'll be 2 years in December that we've had her.
Your mom watches her all.
She'll be 2
Yeah.
in September.
She's going to be 2 in September.
All the time.
During the day. I do my share on the weekends at night.
She's gonna be 2 if you let her, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. The terrible
Puts
twos.
anyone's shoes in the toilet again. She might not make it.
She put yours in too. She put yours in too.
Yeah, she put his in.
I don't think I'm going to take my shoes off.
We were going to a 50s party, and we were all dressed up, and it took him 20 minutes to get 20 pennies in his penny loafers. And he went to put his shoes on. We were just ready to leave, and we heard her say, Keenan, Keenan. She had his shoes in the toilet, both shoes. He couldn't wear them. Cleaning them.
Cleaning them.
Keenan. She was cleaning
That's how
them.
they usually clean their shoes.
Yeah.
A little bit. I follow a little bit of everybody. It's been so long, I feel.
Boy, Cincinnati's having their problems, huh?
Yeah, all of a sudden.
Good.
Good.
They were up there at the top for a while.
It's like the Cards have to figure if it's gonna be anybody, it's gonna be the Mets.
Giants, that's just sneaking up on Cincinnati.
Giants.
You want to dance?
They were down by, what,
Can you
12?
dance, honey?
I think at the lowest point they were 13 and a half games out.
But theirs, they really came up.
This is
Well,
Ivy
the
at
American
22
League has
months.
been,
Oh, topsy-turvy all year.
except Oakland has been on the top.
I know
Jimmy
football about it all the
No,
time.
half
Let
a
me get you
game.
in the tickle box.
I think they're 2.5.
Oh.
With the other,
Piece of spinach
Yeah, just a.
from your broccoli casserole.
Spins from Brockville.
Broccoli, Brussels sprouts.
I'm flying. I'll stop flying.
30 miles an hour.
Yeah, Bell's. Oh, she
Mailbox.
says the mail.
I have the window down ready to stick my arm out the window.
She gives.
Air mail.
He gives her hell.
Yeah, he said,
Why
you
didn't you
didn't
remind me?
tell me. You were
Your fault. You stupid.
my fault.
Yep, of course.
It was 30 seconds before we were talking. No, we'll be on at the post office.
That's like British. She says, I want to get something to eat. I said, okay, just say where. Right there.
2-1,
And
two,
he was pitching that night. Right after the game, he got traded.
two later in the
2 to be named later. One of them's got the name of Green. He's supposed to be a great prospect, I think.
George, what have you been up to? I never see you like that.
That's what I'm trying to tell everybody. I'm not like I used to be. And I never was very good, so you know what it's come to.
A screeching halt?
Just about.
My legs are shot, John.
Made it too, huh? Okay.
Says a
Alrighty.
little bit off everybody's date. I'm in business here.
No, I wonder why John didn't come.
They're probably going to stop here. They went to the Malangoski reunion, probably.
Oh, that's right, okay. What can I get for you here?
You can probably get anything if you want. Just take one.
Chocolate? I cut it.
Yeah. Hear what Mimi says,
That's
Mayor?
been going on for, because I said to her last Sunday in church, I asked her if she had a cold. And I think she had whatever it was, 2 days already then.
Mm-hmm.
He had it 3 weeks.
Didn't one time you have walking pneumonia, George?
Walking pneumonia. I had pneumonia one time, put me in the hospital. They wouldn't even let me walk to the hospital.
Oh, I see.
But I walked anyway. It was on.
That's in true sense of the word.
So I walked up to the hospital and the nurse put me, she undressed me and everything and put me in the bed and I didn't even remember.
Is that right?
Then the first thing when I did come to my senses, who the hell do I see on the television? William Bendix died from pneumonia.
Okay. We have some.
First thing, I guess about 15 years ago.
When I went to the reunion, I didn't know anyone there because the school was so big. The people that I knew didn't go. So I only knew 2 people there.
42.
Steve knew no one.
No, I didn't graduate in 42. Be 42 years ago, 48, 50, 40 years.
It's the annual 39th birthday party
Yeah.
that I just had. Yeah.
My dad just turned 76. He said he was 67. So I said, what are you going to do next year when you're 77?
Turn around.
I said, turn it upside down and be LL. Yeah, no. Ready to go. Huh?
Uh-huh.
Ivy.
But you have to show it on the
Somebody did
TV.
Chocolate
Yeah, well.
cake, huh?
It's good.
Ooh,
Naturally.
try that
it's
next. I'm waiting for that
good.
coffee
Yeah,
to
I'm
get
gonna
done.
have some later on.
Ivy, stand
I'll
up. You
drink
want to
coffee
dance?
now.
You dance.
Show us how you dance, Ivy. Do some of your pirouettes.
Yeah, why don't you put it on a dish, Betty?
Twirls.
Well, if I drop it, I'll blame it on you.
Music on. Tape now. Tape time.
Watch that glass behind you there.
Ivy. Ivy, come dance.
Ivy, come dance.
Come on. Oh boy.
Oh, a
Little spring in her heel.
yeah, jitter bugger.
We dance with it, all 3 of us together. Yeah. She loves it. To MTV. Say hi to Casey.
I'm gonna have some later.
Say hi, Casey and David.
Hi, David. Hi, Casey.
I liked that other kind last time.
Oh, this is better. You like chocolate?
Forget about the lasagna, eat the cake.
Hi, Casey.
Hi, David. Hi, Casey. Wish you were here.
Yeah. Well, they'll be happy to see you.
Yeah.
Whoops, we're running out of batteries here.
Oh,
Get another one.
George probably has a...
Hi, Diane. Hi, boys. Come in.
Couldn't taste the last time.
Yeah, sure has. I'll go chase her. Where'd she go? Where'd she go? Heading out the back.
Anyhow, he does a lot of work.
Bye. Hey, Ivy. Wanna wave at me?
Say hi, George.
Yeah, right now I just live about
One.
Say hi.
There you go.
That's a girl.
Dance, Ivy. Right, you dance?
Take about 3 steps back and dance for me, okay?
Let me add that chocolate cake. Making me happy.
First week of October.
Go ahead back in there.
Bye.
I said, oh, this looks like nothing. So I threw some chocolate sprinkles in it, and I threw milk chocolate chips in it. Baked it. I was telling your mom downstairs, I kept sticking the toothpick in, it kept coming out. Put it back in, and I thought, I called it chocolate surprise.
It was good. It's real good.
You know what time I baked them? 6 o'clock this morning.
Oh my God.
Mom said there was going to be about 22 or 25 people. I said, why are them cakes in? I'll make two. I'll make the chocolate and I'll make the other one. So we had enough for both.
You want regular coffee? I'll make regular coffee downstairs. Yeah, I only make 2 cups. My pot only makes 2 cups. Oh, it is that important. Well, it is that. How about a brewski? A beer. Hey, Rosie, you want a beer? Oh, Mary, no, don't do that. That's all right.
Yeah, Mom, go ahead and make regular.
He's the one right next to him.
Hey, is he the one that sold
You done?
Ray the golf clubs many years
No,
ago?
that's Paul.
Mommy?
Oh, is that Paul?
Dance?
Paul still.
I couldn't. Well, what's Paul's name? Wife's name? Isn't her name
Ginger. Ethel. Ethel.
75 was the last year I tried.
Because I was more or less going by the name. I thought the guy that sold us the golf club's wife's name was
You gonna
Elaine.
photograph that?
That's John's sister.
Get it on video in diaper shape.
Oh.
No one?
No thanks.
My legs.
Yeah.
I got a rash.
When he tries comedy, you want to
When
throw
I
up.
asked for a beer,
I mean, really.
I said, I don't want
It makes you feel like you want to regurgitate.
I've never liked him since I heard him try to pick up Steven's girlfriend. I was
What's
like,
his name?
someplace.
His wife's name?
Marie Shriver.
Maria
One of the Kennedy, yeah.
You're gonna be
Artwork. Is that for
For the world is
David and
gonna.
Casey?
I heard on that Total Recall when she was
And
making
they
that.
don't
She's
like
going to
people
set
like me,
to
but
make
I
sure
don't care.
during the love scene that he had underwear on. As if underwear would make the difference.
Tell you what, the
Yeah?
Rubber underwear.
Arnold
Latex
Schwarzenegger met Maria Shriver while Maria was with her mother. The first thing he looked at, he says, "You got a nice ass."
Oh.
Right in front of her mother.
I couldn't believe that.
She said, "That's the guy for me." When he said that
yeah,
right
I
in front of the mother.
Did he say that to the mother? Did he say that to
Right
Maria?
in front of her, to her mother.
I
Said,
mean,
"Oh, you
he's
got a nice
uncouth.
ass."
He's uncouth.
She
I
was on
couldn't
the
believe
Johnny Carson show, and he was interviewing her, and that's what she told Johnny Carson right on the
Yes, she did.
screen. I laughed
My
like
kind
hell.
of guy.
She said, when he said that, she said, "That's my kind of guy."
Yeah, I think it's real nasty.
Some people collect stamps.
Yeah, right. Budding Manet here. Running back.
And they say you missed the payment.
Yeah, now I owe, instead of $18, I owe $37. So I called him right away and I told the girl.
What is your name, Leanne?
Well,
Rihanna.
the credit
How do you spell it?
R-H-I-A.
either.
You know, Rihanna,
Say it again.
one day last week we saw
R-H.
IANA. One day last week we saw something in the paper. There was a baby that was born. Her name was Rihanna Lee. It was.
Nobody knows how to spell it.
Yeah,
Not even my parents.
Just right, Judy authorized it. I said, Judy, she said, with an I. J-U-D-I. Joni with a J-O-N-I.
There was a girl in my seventh
What are
grade
you
home
doing?
whose name was Betty,
Tell him that's soda water.
and
I believe it is.
It's not
Her name
nothing
was-
hard.
Maybe he's cool out there.
other than
Maybe he's keeping cool out there.
Check number and everything, and it's
Hello?
lost. And
Whatever.
he figured enough for a
Maybe,
baby.
maybe he can
Said
walk
he's seen
around
enough
better
for
than
his
I
family.
am. I ain't walking around.
Blow this pop stand.
By himself.
That's why the pretty women are.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. Happy birthday.
When's her birthday?
Happy birthday,
It's
Rianne.
not mine.
That's what she's writing on there.
Yeah, it's for somebody else.
Rihanna.
You think you're getting it?
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet you it's gonna be all lopsided.
Both of you.
I'll bet you it's all lopsided.
Dog races? Back down.
It's the only time I went there. The best thing about that, the guy that run the whole place is cool with him over at Spit.
Yeah, he's one of my
We
fraternity
sat
brothers.
down in one of the, either the pirate owner or
There's Art Rooney's. It's related to the Rooney's.
Art Rooney's box seat at the dog race for free. And they give us a great big meal for nothing.
Wow. Yeah, so they.
The guy went to school with him and run the place.
10-250 market value. 10-650.
Where are we going here?
It's not out of character. Yeah. What the hell, let the man alone.
They said he made his money in moonshine. Where he doubled his
Say hi to David and Casey.
Whoops. Say hi, David.
The Kennedys got all
Yeah, right.
They got their money
Johnny
from
Walker
booze.
Scotch.
They still get...
Yeah.
We'll see you soon, we hope.
Oh, yeah, we
One
hope.
of
You're gonna sign
Yeah.
the card.
You are?
Yeah.
You seldom more than that.
Boy, is he going to be happy to see that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Look at all those
Would
signatures.
anybody like something?
Anybody like anything?
Would anybody like something? Oh, Jimmy, you're late.
Whoops, I don't think I can focus on that. Well, that's not too bad. Not too bad. There you go. That's good. Upside down. There you go.
Diane waiting for this.
Diane's waiting for this. I've already told her about it on the phone, so
Okay,
you got to tell it.
I'll tell it. We were, there were four of us, the two friends of mine, Ron and Tom, and Mimi and me, on 4th of July. And we were in the house just wondering what to do. We didn't have anything to do. And Tom brought along 3 or 4 cherry bomb firecrackers. So we're sitting downstairs and trying to decide how we could get the most of our little bit of fireworks. And somebody, I don't know who, came up with a brainstorm. Let's throw them between the two houses. There's like a little alleyway. We'll throw them there. And Mr. and Mrs. B, and that's who lived next door, they had a dog named Zip. And he lived, you know, he like hung around in that alley. So we're all hanging around, and we go upstairs in the bedroom, and at the bedroom window was the roof over the kitchen. So we climb out on the roof, and one of the guys lights one of these cherry bomb firecrackers, and he threw it next door, and it exploded, and it echoed, and it exploded so hard that the dog jumped 8 feet straight in the air and went up over the fence. And he went over the fence, halfway up the street. Well, he stopped at the wall because he wasn't allowed off the wall, and that dog, he peed. I mean, he was so scared. And Mrs. Bean went up the street, and Mr. Bean, he just stood there and shook. So we were in the bedroom up there, just how we were laughing so hard we couldn't contain ourselves, and the telephone rang. So I ran downstairs to answer the telephone, and it's Richie, the guy that lives next door, is a year older than me, and he speaks with a lisp. And I answered the phone, and he said, "Kath," and I said, "Yeah," and he says, "Who's throwing the blockbusters?" And I said, "Gee, Rich, I don't know what happened. They came from your side of the house." And I says, "Geez, I don't know what happened. It just, it just happened." And he said, "Well, you scared my dog shit." And I said, "I am sorry. I'm sorry your dog was scared, but I don't know who's throwing the firecrackers." He said, "Sorry shit. And I never did tell him who threw it.
But you did tell him to put him on the phone.
Oh, I said, "Put the dog on the phone."
Zip will never be the same.
No, Zip will never be the same.
Zip is twitching to this day.
That's the Zip story.
Okay, the other story
Which one?
about the telephone.
About the mailman.
You're the mailman.
Oh, another mailman story.
Oh, this
Good.
is a good one.
I was upstairs taking a bath, and this is when we lived back home on Salisbury. I was about, I guess, 28, 29, and no one was at home. And we only had one telephone. It was down in the kitchen. And I'm in the tub, and it rang. So nobody was at home in the middle of the afternoon, and I didn't expect anyone, so I just ran downstairs, grabbed the phone, but I didn't want to drip on the kitchen floor, so I stood in the dining room, and I'm talking on the telephone, and I hear tap, 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 and I look around, and there's the mailman standing in the window. Big grin. You're here.
There she is in all her glory.
And there I was. I just waved back, and he left with a smile.
You made his day.
But he always said hello to me after that.
Oh my goodness.
You tap on the window first when it come in? No.
That was before Kathy had her reduction.
Yeah.
He never even collected the postage due after that.
Did you get the mail?
I don't even know. I just about died, though. That was pretty bad.
Betty had a good story the other night. You want to tell that one?
Which one was
When you were about 17 and you had a date and you had some...
Oh, when I had to date at everybody was taking pictures. And you know those old chairs that went like this? And here, everybody was, and so here this fellow I was with, he said, come on, let's sit on my lap here, we'll get our picture taken. Well, my God, I couldn't have weighed anymore, about 98 pounds soaking wet then. And I sat on his lap and just like slow motion, the whole damn chair folded, and we went and rolled ass over tin cups, both of us. But I mean, it just went down so slow. You know, it just didn't
That was
go.
that 98 pounds that did it.
Everybody else had their picture on that chair, but they waited till I sat on his lap and then the thing collapsed. And
But
it turned right over. I mean, it was really weird.
See, I was thinking of the story involving a dog that you had, too.
A dog.
Yeah.
And
You were, you had a date, I think, and you had your bathing suit.
oh, that one. Oh, yeah, that was a cute one. I was sitting there real sophisticated, real ladylike. Here I was in all my glory, standing there waiting for my date. And, well, I already had my date, but here's my date sitting in the living room. And I went in all smiling, trying to be real high class and sit
The
down.
usual. Girls usually do that.
And I had been swimming that day. And my bathing suit had been laying across the basket. We had this little pump. And I had these foam rubber
Enhancers.
Oh,
Enhancers.
and here all of a sudden, here comes this goddamn dog running in, throwing this fake tit up and down here. It even had a nipple on it. Stick up and down. And that my date looked at it, he looked at me, and I said, goddamn dog, grabbed it and run right. But that was embarrassing.
When you're 20, yeah.
Mom, I think you should tell the story about Mrs. Severino when you. I mean, that was.
Oh, that was
easy. Your most embarrassing.
Yeah,
I mean, it had to be. If this is a classic story of how my mother's mouth gets her in trouble.
I stopped up to see Helen and Frank on Cogden Street one time. You heard this, huh? And I went in, and Frank was in the kitchen. Helen was not there. And I said to Frank, where's Helen? And he says, she's across the street. So I said, oh, I think I'll take a run over. So I ran over, and their house, that you go in the center, and there's rooms on both sides, a living room and like a sitting room. Then they have a kitchen and a dining room. And I walked in, and this house is full of people. And I said, oh, you had a party and didn't invite me. And Mrs. Severino says, we buried Jimmy's remains this morning.
Her son.
Her son. He had been murdered by the mafia down in Florida and dumped in a swamp. And when
Months and months
before that. And when they dug up the swamp to do some building, they found Jimmy Severino's bones. So they sent him home. Now, never in my life did I go inside Severino's house. Never before that would I even think to invite myself to one of their parties. But on that day, I picked that day to open my yap. Oh, talk about feel bad. I didn't know which way to turn, but I did it, and that's all there is to it. But they were very nice. They were very, very nice. They
didn't catch you that, did they, when you
Well,
read that?
they were probably over the shock of it,
Yeah.
after a couple of months, But
No. This was on that very day. They had.
yeah, but he was dead for a couple of
Oh,
months.
he was dead for
Yeah,
many months.
Yeah.
Okay.
But see, why didn't Frank tell me that in Helen's kitchen?
Yeah, they tell you everything
You
else.
thought they were throwing a party, y'all. You didn't know what kind of party.
He just says, she's across the street. Why didn't he say they buried Jimmy this morning?
Okay, Jenny's on there with her shotgun incident.
Oh.
About you and your friend coming home and thinking you had a flower in the house. You're on.
My friend and I we came home to my house one night late, about 11 o'clock, and we didn't think anybody was home. We were sitting in the living room, and we heard some footsteps going across the ceiling upstairs, and we looked at each other, then we jumped up and ran outside, and we started screaming, somebody's in the house, out in the middle of the street. And my neighbor with the lisp, Rishi.
Another one.
Same guy.
Same one.
He was around a long time.
Whoa. Did he have zip with him? No.
He says, what's the matter? And we says, there's somebody in the house. And he says, just a minute. He went in the house and he got his gun. And he went up into our house. And in the meantime, unbeknownst to us, Kathy had been sleeping quietly in bed, and she went to use the bathroom.
And I heard them yelling, someone's in the house, and I'm petrified. In the bathroom.
She went into the bathroom and locked herself in the bathroom, and Richie went upstairs, and he's pounding on the door, and he's yelling, I have a gun, come on.
I went out, looking down the barrel, honest to God, of a rifle. I'm looking down the barrel, it looked like it would be about that big, and I came out like this in my neck, please don't shoot me, Rich.
You're still mad about Zip, right?
Oh, Lord.
Kathy, did you tell them the story the other night about when I was upstairs sleeping and you
during the day? Oh, it was Christmas time, and I heard someone in the cellar?
Yeah, she heard someone in the cellar, and she left me sleeping.
I was in my nightgown, too.
She ran out in the middle of Salisbury Street, and she's jumping up and down, and I don't even know this, because when I sleep, I'm dead. And
but there was someone in the cellar.
Yeah, there was there's somebody in the cellar. So I don't know. She goes out. She goes up the street and she calls the police. And the police come to the house and they're going through the basement and they figure, well, he's on his way up. So they get up to the 3rd floor, and I sleep. At that time, I slept. I never cleaned my bed off. All the clothes that were on there throughout the day, or everything that was there, I just climbed under it and slept under it. So all of a sudden, I hear the police saying, there's someone under there. And they pull the blankets back, and I spring up in bed, and they have guns pulled on me. I thought it was the Coast Guard, because I was still kind of stu-not. And I said, what's the Coast Guard doing here? And then I went into a coughing fit, and they have their guns pulled on me. She's out in the street still screaming.
No, by that time I came in the house, I said, my sister's upstairs.
My sister's upstairs sleeping.
Oh.
Too late, huh?
There was someone in the cellar, though.
Somebody in the cellar.
Because the doors were open. I mean, there really was someone in the cellar. That wasn't my imagination.
Did you tell them when Stevie set the cellar on fire?
Oh, yeah, we talked about that one. Yeah, we
That
talked
might
about
have been Zip that was in the cellar.
No, yeah, it might have been zipping.
Oh, and the cookies, the lady locks.
My lady locks.
Yeah, I talked about the lady locks.
Pardon me, please?
And the
So he's at this funeral, and I guess I have to say Daddy was a ventriloquist. And while he's at this funeral, and after the prayers are said, and they used to put the casket right in the ground before, he says, let me down easy.
They dropped it.
Oh, no.
They dropped the casket.
Let me down easy.
Well, the story I like too was when your mom went down to the south side and took 3 of you along.
Left Smokey at home. He was a brand new baby, Not brand new, maybe a month or 2 months. I don't know how old he was. But my mother got the 3 of us ready, and he's in a crib.
She got him ready first.
She got Well,
She got
anyway,
him dressed
Leo,
first.
Buddy, and me, she gets all ready, we go all the way down to Southside. And you
Down
rode down
on the
that
incline?
incline there on,
Yeah.
it was down under Mission Street Bridge there, you rode down that incline there. She gets all the way down to Carson Street and she just, oh my God, I left Smokey out. But it was Joe, you know, he didn't say Smokey, we called him.
baby at home.
He was in the crib.
Yeah, he's in a crib at home.
Oh. He weighed 15 pounds when he was born.
Oh, my goodness.
And when he was 9 months old, he weighed 39 pounds.
Oh.
She
He
entered
was
him in
so
a...
big he had a double hernia when he was born.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah, he had a double hernia. And she entered him in a fat baby contest when he was 9 months old, you know.
I know he was a big guy.
And the child that won was 1 year old and only weighed 40 pounds. And oh, my mother was furious. She says in 3 months he's going to gain more than a pound. Look what he gained in 9 months. Didn't do any good though. But he wasn't all that fat. When he was 16 years old, he was tall and skinny.
Well, I'll tell you, when I was in the Navy at Great Lakes, he came up to visit me. He was in the Army War Show.
Yeah.
And he came up and I knew he was coming up, but I didn't know where I was going to meet him. Wishy Sockle was with me down there at that time. And Wishy met him down. And somebody called in and told me in the room, the class, I was going to gunner's mate school, told me he's down at the canteen waiting for me. So I got a special excuse and go down to the canteen. I go down there and there's Wishy, I see Wishy Sockle standing there, but that guy that was standing beside him looked like Andy Devine, you know.
Yeah.
Big fat, I go, what the hell's that with Wishy? I goes over there with Smokey. I couldn't believe it, he was so big.
He had a big chest.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
They used him to carry the mortars in that Army War Show.
Oh, yeah?
Grandma made breakfast for you guys?
Yeah.
Grandma made breakfast every morning.
Sunday morning we had
Sausages.
a couple pound of sausage every Sunday morning. Each one
I
got two.
remember your mom and dad vividly.
Yep.
No, she didn't do it that way. You guys would have been eating all day long. She had to round you all up.
Well, that's why she done it.
She never washed a dish during the day then. Every dish that was used was, and now there were 11 of us.
There's a lot of dishwashers over there.
Every dish that was used was piled on the, rinsed out and piled on the kitchen sink.
And then you had to do it.
And we had to do them at
Girls
night.
had
She
to
says
do
it
them.
takes just as much water to wash one meal's dishes as it does 3. We had dishes like you wouldn't
Boy, she
believe.
must have had a lot of dishes.
We had a lot of dishes, and we had, Mommy
See, that's
had,
where my distaste for doing dishes comes from. I inherited that because I hate to do dishes.
Mommy had a saucepan from this big to this big. Every size in between. Whatever size. She never used the same pot twice in one meal. If she needed something in another pot, she got a clean one.
Well,
She
got
never
that from
used
the
a
hospital.
spoon twice.
was a
She
cook
always
in
got a
the-
clean one.
in
Because she
the
didn't wash
Children's
dishes.
Hospital. She cooked for all the doctors. in
Can you
Children's
imagine?
Hospital.
Can you
And that's the
imagine
way it
frying
worked
bacon
there,
for
you
that
know.
many people?
Everything clean.
You have to fry
Exactly.
3 pounds of bacon.
Yeah.
It'd be like eating pork.
I'll tell you what, though, I don't know who made it, whether it was your mom or your dad, but they made the best root beer I ever tasted.
Daddy did that.
Because I remember
Yeah,
the
our
colored
dad.
jars out on
Yeah.
the front lawn,
Yeah.
laying in the sun.
Yeah, that's what they did.
Yeah.
You live near there.
Yeah, I lived
Half a block away.
half a block away on Berg. Yeah,
Oh,
well,
I
they
didn't know that.
lived on 2412 Berg. Yeah, we lived about
Where
5
was
6
that,
houses
Mom?
up.
Sure, him and
4 houses down from
him and
no, up
The
further.
other way.
Yeah.
Or up towards the Curly.
No.
him and Bimbo loafed together a year
Ah,
ago, didn't
from-
they?
Right, we grew up together.
Between Eleanor and Clover.
Okay.
Up,
Like by Schomburgers.
up further than Schomburger.
Between
Schomburgers
Schomburgers
and
and
About 5 houses up
Haas.
from Schoenberg.
Schoenbergers, there was Haas, and there was Martin's.
And Drudas.
Judas, yeah,
Yeah, Drudas and Spielers and Snubs.
and Snow, and, yeah, going down towards your place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't chew it, he just
Just
swallowed
swallowed, it was gone.
Yeah.
it. What about the Allers, George, with
We all
our
went
cats?
home.
What about the olives with our cats?
Oh,
She's probably in bed now, sleeping.
them olives. You ought to see them cats with green olives. They think it's, what do you call it?
Average.
It's kind of sour.
We had a dog, his name was Tuffy. He was a real nice dog.
Nice,
And we had cats all the time. He had to train every cat that came by and got killed. We got another one. Tuffy had to train him. And I would set their dishes down in the corner of the kitchen. They both got the same kind of food, table scraps. And when they each had a little bit left in the